Welcome back, friends, to Lesson 3 for our science. Today, we're going to look more about the sun. Think about this. What does the sun do? Our learning target today is we can explain how the sun affects the earth. So remember, our word explain means to tell about it. So we're going to tell how the sun affects the earth. Let's get started. We have a book to help us called The Sun, so we can learn more about it. The sun is a big star that is a ball of fiery gas and is very hot. There are billions of stars in space, and the sun is the closest star to Earth. Earth is the planet that we live on. The sun is very big. This is about how big it is compared to Earth. You could fit about 1 million Earths inside the sun. This hot ball of fire and gas sounds dangerous, but it's what gives us life here on Earth. It also causes our weather. The sun is very important. We get light from the sun's fiery rays. The Earth spins around, which causes us to have daytime and nighttime. When the place that we live in is facing the sun, it's daytime. When we are turned away from the sun, it's nighttime. The sun allows us to have life. Without the sun, we wouldn't have plants, animals, or people. The sun controls how plants grow. Plants use light from the sun to make food. If there was no sun, plants would not be able to make food. We would not have fruits or vegetables to eat. Animals and people need food to survive. If there were no fruits, vegetables, or plants to eat, there would be no animals or people. See how important the sun is? The sun warms our planet. It warms our land and water. The earth is round, so different places receive different amounts of the sun's heat. Have you ever touched something outside and noticed that it was hot? If you go to a playground on a warm, sunny day, you may notice that different surfaces on the playground are warm or hot. That's because the sun rays make things warm. If you think about it, if you ever go to the beach in the summertime, the sand is really hot. That's because the sun rays are heating it up. The sun also causes our weather here on Earth. The different amounts of heat across Earth is what creates the weather. Some places on Earth are very warm or tropical. They don't receive much snow or have very cold weather. Some places on the Earth are always cold and snowy. They have short days with not a lot of sunlight. All weather is caused by the sun. The sun is important. It gives us light, it gives us life, warms the planet, and causes weather. So now, what does the sun do? Right, you might be thinking the sun warms us up, the sun helps us grow things, it helps us survive, it changes the weather. So now I want us to talk about the sun. I want you to think for a moment. The sun makes these things warm. Can you think and say out loud what are some things that the sun makes warm? Right? The sun makes the concrete warm. It makes the slide at the playground warm. It might make the sand at the beach warm. Right, because when the sun hits it, it makes it warm. Good. What about these things? Well, can you think of some things that might stay cool in the sun? Right, if you went outside and you touched some things, maybe the grass stays a little bit cool, especially if it's in the shade. Maybe the tree trunks. Good. All right, today on Class Dojo, you're going to see this worksheet that you get to write in. You're going to write in the words that represent what this is. What is this the picture of? Sun. So you're going to write the word sun underneath. What's this a picture of? Right, it's the earth. So you'd write earth underneath. And then you're going to color in which ones the sun gives us. Does the sun give us light, life, warmth, or weather? You're going to color those in. Ooh. And then you're going to do our quick check. Can't wait to see your work, and thanks for learning about the sun with me.